Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Media Files. Today, we have ourselves another DVD haul. So, I decided to hit this local thrift store that I like to go to every now and then. And today, just kind of on a whim, I decided, all right, I need to go in there. I haven't been in there in a while. And I noticed that on their Facebook page, they had announced that they had gotten in like loads of DVDs. So I went in there to see kind of what they got. And let's just say that we have some stuff that has been finally added to the collection, especially for some of those hard-to-find movies. Yeah. All right, so first up, they're in no particular order here, but we'll save the good ones for last. Yeah. All right, so first up, now I have the first movie. I never even knew that there was a sequel, but I'd heard briefly of it, but I've never actually seen it. But here we have more American Graffiti. Yeah, I've been looking for that one for a little while. Then up next, we've got a movie to add to the Western collection, which sounded pretty cool. Never actually seen it, but all I know is that it has Lee Marvin and young Jack Palance in it. So here we have the special edition of The Professionals. Yeah, and mind you, all these DVDs were $1. I kid you not. All right, so up next we have a movie with Elizabeth Taylor and Lawrence Harvey. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's the old guy in the Avengers, or not the Avengers. I'm sorry, Reservoir Dogs. He's the old guy, the one with the grumbly voice, saying that when I come back, I want my book. That guy. And, of course, Elizabeth Taylor, she's well known. But here we have John O'Hara's Butterfield 8. Yeah, I've never seen this, and I'm like, something's telling me that I should probably snatch this, because, yeah, it just sounds like something that I may not ever find again. So, all right, then up next, this is the main reason why I went in there, because I found a copy of this movie someplace else, and the casing was awful, and the disc was just scratched, you know what. But it's definitely one movie I've been wanting to watch for a while, and couldn't find a decent copy of it. I found one. And, of course, this comes from the director of Star Trek II and Star Trek VI, Nicholas Meyer. We have the post-apocalyptic film The Day After, starring Jason Robards and Steve Guttenberg. Also, who else is this? Oh, and John Lithgow. Sweet. Can't wait to watch this. Then up next, well, speaking of natural disaster movies, we have a classic movie from the 70s. Never actually seen it, though. But I think there's a special edition out there of this, but for now, this will suffice because it's got Charlton Heston in it, Richard Roundtree, Ava Gardner. We have Earthquake. Yeah, that's an old school 70s natural disaster movie. Music, of course, by John Williams. Yeah. So up next, let's see here. We have a cool pairing here. A couple of movies that I don't know why, but I think that these two movies are going to get harder and harder to find within the next couple of years, especially these two editions. So here we have Paul Hogan in the original Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, now this is in the original DVD package. Very well kept, I have to say. Now I know there is the double feature set, which contains both of them. But, hey, I think that one doesn't have the cover art and stuff like that with it. And, of course, we have Crocodile Dundee 2. Yeah, not bad at all for $1. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Funny thing is, though, I've never actually seen those. So there we go. Up next, we have something to add to the Clint Eastwood collection, a movie that I've never seen out of his filmography. What can we say? He's a tough cop as usual. But what can we say? Definitely one that's been on my radar trying to find. Here we have Coogan's Bluff. Yeah, add this to the Stallone. Good lord, that's not even Stallone. To the Eastwood collection. Let's see. Then up next we have a interesting. I think it's a horror film. I don't know, but all I know is that it has Charles Bronson in it. It sounded interesting. So here we have a film called 10 to Midnight. Yeah. Let's see. Then up next, we got a movie to add to the Steve McQueen collection. I have not seen this, and I thought that this was the movie with Willem Dafoe in it, and it's definitely not that. I think this is actually Steve McQueen's last movie, actually. Here we have The Hunter. So up next, we got a movie to add to my Sandra Bullock collection out of what I do have out of hers. But this one here is very early on in her career. And I think this also stars, I want to say maybe Willem Dafoe, I think. But yeah, also produced by Roger Corman. We have Fire on the Amazon. Then up next, we've got a movie from Wolfgang Peterson, which I didn't even know that this was a Wolfgang Peterson until I looked at the back of it. But it has Tom Berenger and, of course, everybody's favorite Mario. Yeah, Bob Hoskins. Yeah, I know people despise that, but anyways. But here we have Shattered. Yeah, I've never heard of it. And I'm like, have to give this a watch because I love Wolfgang Peterson. I love his stuff. It's one that I've never seen. And so then up next we have a movie with Pierce Brosnan, Maria Bello, and Gerard Butler. I think this was just before he did 300, I think, or maybe just after. But here we have Shattered. Could this be a remake? I don't know. Have to look and see. All right, finally, the creme de la creme here. So, I kid you not. So, I'm browsing around. I kind of start digging through and seeing what's in there and whatnot. And lo and behold, I finally found it. Probably one of the hardest movies ever to find, ever. On, just on DVD. And not only that, though, this particular edition is now 20 years old when it was released. We finally have in the collection Ron Howard's classic film, Cocoon, is finally in my collection. After trying to find this movie, well, ever since I read that article, but also, I think I've been on the hunt this thing for a number of years, never could find it. $1, I kid you not. And also, they also had there as well, I had to pick it up to go with it. We also have Cocoon, The Return. Yeah. So both films finally in my collection. What can I say? I mean, these two movies are, of course, very hard to find. And I know there is a collector's edition, I think by Shout Factory, of this. But lo and behold, these DVDs are extremely hard to find right now. Obviously, these two movies are way long out of print. And I don't think they'll ever get re-released at any point because, Disney. But yeah, what can we say? Awesome. It has finally been found. Yeah. Not bad at all for that entire haul. Roughly about $15 for everything. Loads of great stuff. And not only that, though, I didn't even go through everything yet. Because they had one section there, and I swear, it was 4 rows deep, and I didn't even know there was a 4th row back there until I was leaving. And so I'm like, well, I better not overstay my welcome. So I figured, I'll just go back there some other time and see what else that they have there. But thank God I went in there when I did because, wow, just an amazing, amazing haul. Definitely, because I knew once I saw this on the, when I saw these on the shelf, kind of stashed back there, once I saw that, I'm like, those have got to come home with me immediately. I've been looking for those forever. So, yeah, you know, and then also the same thing also with the Crocodile Dundee movies, because something told me that these particular spines are going to be harder to find. So, you know. Alrighty, well that does it for me and you for now, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and with that, have fun trying to. If you see anything here and you'd like me to review, write down in the comments down below. You know, what can I say? You know, I mean, this is you know, I got a bunch of stuff coming. Stay tuned for a big timey-wimey Tuesday package opening. This should give you a clue as to what it could possibly be. Yeah, so with that, you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.